Hello, my name is Alex Thompson, and this is my second program in game scripting with Python. I hope that the text is legible, but if it's not, this is just a pretty small, simple program to roll a pair of die and simulate a little gambling game. I followed the conventions of the book when it comes to commenting, or at least to the best of my ability. So there's a small little blurb about the program and what it does in its entirety. Then I have it cut off in sections with significant constants, and that's just the variables or constants, in this case, constants, that I would be using. So significant constants: winning, the winning amount is 4, losing is 1, losing amount for Snake Eyes, which is something that I included in the program because it was part of it to sort of extend, and then you lose 3 with that. And then Lucky 7, Snake Eyes, those are just comparison variables that I'll use later on to see if the die add up to a Lucky 7 or a Snake Eyes. And then I end up making probably too many significant variables, but I don't know really. I just tried to include all the variables I use besides like counters for any particular for loop. So the repeat play counter isn't really a counter, it's just like a flag or a switch. And I set it to true at the beginning, and then it's like, well, while it's true, go ahead and run the program. And then at the end, it asks the person playing, hey, would you like to try this again? And if they say no, then it will be false, and then that will stop the program from running. Otherwise, it'll go back again. And then the repeat play decision is just the stored variable for the actual user input when they decide if they want to repeat the game or not. Random die is just from the random download library. It generates a random number between 1 and 6, or at least that's what I hope it does. And then Lucky 7 roll, Snake Eye roll. I'm not sure exactly what that does. Let me see. Oh, okay, that's the number of that roll that I've gotten, and then I have percentages. So then I can test it against the number of rolls that the player had, and I can find exactly how many times they rolled Lucky 7 and how much of a percentage that is. Maximum money is a tracker for the amount of money that the person throws into the bank or pot. And they enter in how much money they want to start with, and then I set it to the current. Well, I set the current to the maximum, because that would be the maximum at the time. And any time the maximum is less than the current one, then the new maximum is the one that they have. So whenever it gets higher than what they previously had, it will store it as the maximum. And let's see. Yeah, that's all those. Inputs I kind of covered already. Oh, I had the person type in their name. Kind of wanted to personalize it a little bit with like a dealer. I don't know how well it worked out, but yeah. Alright, computations. Let's see. Have the die. It is a random number between 1 and 6 using the random download library. And then that's the function for calculating the current money. It's just the current pot plus the winning amount or minus the losing amount. And then very simple percentage. I just take the smaller number and divide it by a larger number, which will give me a number that's less than 1, a percentage. And I times it by 100, and then that can be like 50% if it was 0.5, and people can understand that better. And then these are just the outputs, so I'll kind of step through it again. Alright, So this is the body loop, and then the greeting since the beginning. Welcome to Lucky Sevens. And then I printed out these kind of for loops. They might seem a little weird, but you might understand what they do when I run the program. And it asks for what your name is. Then it's like, hey, your name, that seems to be popular about winners, so kind of makes them think like, oh, they're going to win. But ultimately, the point of this program was to show the player how futile it is to winning. Except I'm not sure exactly it did that very well, except at the very end. I think I kind of went the opposite route. And then I just formatted the pot so that it was like dollars and cents rather than 0.0, and made no sense to someone who was actually considering it mean money. And then these are the print statements that are just like my own little graphical die rolling. And then I put the numbers inside the last die when they stop moving. And then this is just a conditional checking thing. See if it's Lucky 7, see if it's Snake Eyes, or if it's neither. Player only wins if it's Lucky 7. They quote-unquote only lose when it's Snake Eyes, and they lose every other time. Now, Lucky 7 and Snake Eyes won't happen that much, so I only put 3 different types of outcomes in there. But since the other one happens so many times, I put in more to try and make it a little bit more variety. Then I calculate the percentages. At the very end it says, I'm sorry you didn't win. Here's how much you got. Here's how many of these you had. And if there is none, then it won't show it. And same for the Snake Eyes. And then I'll ask, and then if you say no, I'll say goodbye, and then a little message. So I'll go ahead and run this. I'm going to put in a very small amount because this can get out of control really quickly. And that's it. I didn't roll any Snake Eyes, so it has this little message. There's no snakes on your plane. Yeah, I'm trying to be funny. Alright, and that's the entire program. It's pretty simple, but I tried to do lots of different things in it, and I hope it was to your liking. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.